time as the runway lights up and we send that plane sailing all the way to the desert once again. 16 of our teams are going to descend onto the battleground to figure out who is going to get themselves yet another chicken dinner. We had Froz as our mystery guest before. Now it's time to reveal mystery guest number 2.
Well, mystery guest number 2 just slammed the door in the way in, so he's not so spooky, but he's definitely here. Martin, welcome to the broadcast again. A whole other side of things. We can't get enough of you. We had to give Froz away. He was getting too analytical, too much. We need more memes.
Okay,
so we brought you on board.
So I'm here for the memes, you say? Okay. I guess
shouldn't encourage us. That's a really bad idea. No.
I'll let you do
hold on. Martin, where is Reciprocity going here?
Oh, they're going to Ramuda.
Ooh, hello.
Ahumada. Did I say it right? I don't know. I'm not that proficient in Spanish, unfortunately.
Guys in chat, can we get a rating out of 10?
No, but I think they saw that Winstrike didn't go to Ramuda or Kamamlutar. We've seen Winstrike do that a few times when we have these kind of the northern plains. So they decided, you know what, let's get an early jump out. Impala would also be a long stretch if they wanted to go there. So, but getting out of the plane early here is always good. It's benefiting you. It gives you kind of more 40 more seconds to loot or something when they drop out this early. So this is obviously a smart choice to do this. Let's hope we don't get a southern circle because then they're gonna have a really rough time transitioning all the way down there. But
hey, look at that! Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, that paid off.
That's really nice for them. And okay, this is the chance now to look at Reciprocity, and you've got the circle, you've got the drop. Don't mess it up, basically. Na'Vi as well in a very prime position. The Knights very good. NIP, TSM, Winstrike, FaZe, all of these teams really get a good shot at things. You know, in the southeast, your Unities, your Vitalities, G2s, ENCE, CrowCrowd, DA, and M19. But M19 apparently pulled it off anyway, so I mean, there's plenty of room for these teams to make up for it.
I really like kind of the positioning that M19 has. Yeah, they are late. They're going to be kind of struggling to get in, but they do have this the far western road that nobody loots around that they can utilize to get into the circle. And they can get up onto the northern side of El Paso easily.
True, so there's a place called Bareback on this map. Like, can we just... Who did that? Whoever thought of that name, 10 out of 10.
Liquid also, they're on the edge of the circle, but we usually see them rotate extremely early. So I'm curious to see if that's going to continue, if they're going to be coming in extremely early and taking one of those kind of the compounds that are east of El Paso. They usually do that in these circles. So we'll see how they're going to approach that.
And anyone who didn't know, that map is on this map. It was the original names of it. So don't worry, guys.
Oh.
You had to have known that. You've played this game, Martin.
Yeah, no, not really.
Not really.
It's not like I have a couple of thousand hours poured into it already. No, it's it's safe to say that I play this game pretty much as I can. I'm addicted. I think the WHO they're gonna seize it and call it a disease already. It's by 2022, right?
Yeah, you got time to get over it.
I'm not diagnosed yet. Okay, great.
Soon. Another diagnosis to add to the list of many.
Thank you.
It's okay, Martin. This is why you're here. Like, Richard won't allow people to meme in chat because someone modded Rich. So he's now got a new job. So we have to get the memes on air.
So that's why he's not here. He's now become a mod in the chat.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. If he tier 3 subs as well, he'll get the Snapchat. It's going to be great. He's going to have a great time.
No way. No, you know what? This circle is really interesting because this is kind of where we see teams deciding where they want to play because we have this big kind of mountain in the middle, and it's really hard to pass that. There's going to be one team probably around the middle taking one of these compounds. Looks like NIP and Pittsburgh Knights. They're already kind of moving into this spot, the only spot you can actually get safely through. Once that is there and that is established, it's really hard to pass through the whole mountain pass, and you have to decide what side you want to play on. Winstrike already also moving up there, kind of getting the center position already. Tixu moving there. Liquid also already out. We're talking a 4-minute mark here. They're already moving out. They're going to be looted enough, they deem, and they're going to be coming into the zone quite early.
Yeah, I'm looking at positions, who gets what. NBS has got a really nice foot on the ground early for NIP. And Sixmo...
No, Sixmo is not going to be ready for this.
Just got a tag on it. They're going to...
Oh, they're stopping, okay.
Are they stopping? No, they might consider it. Ibby's there, which is... This is brave. This is kind of... I don't know how much information they have. Maybe feeling it's just one player. Sixmo instantly tags down to 5 HP. This is horrible for him. There's going to be nades raining in above him. Or they might just push this, honestly. If they're feeling it, they might just go for it. 3 players now on the doorstep. I see a nade in the hand. This is not going to be pleasant for Sixmo, and I think he knows that. If he can take one with him, though, that would be excellent, but I doubt he's going to get away with it. Holds the off angle. Gene says no. Swift, quick pickup for Team Liquid. That is the start they'd like.
You know what? I'm actually surprised they decided to do this, to get 1 point. I don't know if this is a kind of a mentality change or whatever, but usually I would see them prefer going early into the circle and getting a position early rather than just going for that 1 point. It's not going to make much of a difference, but I feel like this is a punishment to say, you know what, this is our territory. We don't want you to loot here. We don't want you to do this. Get out of our spot. This is what we want. This is the road that we use to rotations.
If we do start seeing that, that has been an issue for Team Liquid. Their rotations have not been excellent, so maybe this is their answer. They're going to try and start stamping some authority down, and they're again pulling up for the fight. They're really trying to keep some sort of check on Digital Athletics. I think they might be tired of them getting so close to them on these rotations and starting to linger over, but Mert and a Beautiful Death have made it past. I think CrowCrowd might have turned up, though, and that could be a problem. And it looks like it is. Samty's just been caught off guard. That's a big loss. And as Dastish going to try and make it away, another car in front, he can switch over. I doubt he'll be in too much trouble. He can get away with this one, but Team Liquid might have won, you know, the smaller side of things, but it looks like they're suffering in the long term. Big pickup against them, and they've lost out on circle positioning here.
Yeah, definitely not worth it, I would say, especially on these rougher circles. You can see on our map here on the right side how congested it is in the middle. Everything that is worth playing inside the kind of the center here is already taken. 60 meanwhile is going to get blast on from Unity, take him off, and Orange is also going to pull up here. Let me see a small 1v1 here.
Sigsy's only got 30 bullets as well. He can definitely use them, but you've got Fast Rail en route. Tizzarin's not too far. You can see it in the minimap there as well. There's a lot of players converging towards this side. Fast Rail not being subtle about this, wants to show some presence clearly. Tizzarin and Orange backing away slightly, not going to be sticking around as close as they were. Checking those corners meticulously. And Tizzarin might be baiting on the car noise there. Orange still very close by. They still need to be very about their wits in this.
You can hear the cars rotating around now. Tizzarin, they're going to be able to hear this, that this is moving away now. So I wonder if they're just going to think, you know what, he left. Nobody's going to be there. Orange going to be able to pick one off, maybe get two, get a few points. That's going to be crucial to raise your edge. It's also going away from the fight now, though. Chris is also coming in. They really just want to lock this down here. It's not a bad position. It is on the edge. Oh, this is spicy.
I don't know if I like the prone. I don't know if I like the prone.
As long as he's not moving, they will not hear him. No way!
Are you serious? Oh my god!
Way.
When is it? When's he gonna go? Did he just try and stay alive? What is the plan here? He spotted out 2, and they have not seen him. Orange! He's put on his invisibility cloak. He can't be seen.
This is not happening. This is the most insane I've ever seen.
How has he done that?
2 guys ran past him. Oh, it's because he has the PEL jacket on. He's invisible. You see that?
Were you a salesman in a previous life?
Yes, I have been.
Makes sense.
But not previous life, just before this.
Just right now.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm just selling out. Obviously, PEL jackets do give you invisibility, but they just haven't let anyone know. Oh my god, Orange, the timing could not be better. He's stolen the kill on Menox. He's seen Sigsy. That peak. That's a deadly one, but he took the nade. Sigsy's got a run on Orange. Oh, he gets backhanded by Sigsy. He might be invisible, but he's not impenetrable. Those bullets come through, and Sigsy gonna have to finish off the job there. But Raise Your Edge do stay alive, but that was probably baffling to them. And Chris now has another threat on his hands. He's got G2 closing in.
Yeah, Chris is just going to be staying here waiting for this. G2 is obviously aware of this fight going down now. Sigsy is being shot at as well. And now the circle is moving in, and they're going to be losing time. If this circle does not go towards them, this fight is going down without any benefit from it, from the circle here.
Let's see.
G2.
Where is it?
Ooh, okay, so not bad, not good. TSM straight in the middle here. It looks like we're going to have one of those endings just north of San Martin. We've seen a few of them around the crossroad kind of compound there. We've seen actually quite a few amounts there, and it's always interesting to see how these players kind of approach it towards it. But definitely TSM is in a great spot for this. But look at this, the whole migration from the west will now start.
Yeah, I'm wondering who's going to be getting what. The shots come out. Chris still stayed very close by. Brexico.
Oh, it's moving.
Oh, that smoke coming off the car. I thought it could have happened. It wasn't to be. Chris gives away the position, but he's done what he can. Car in flames, and G2's rotation is going to be hindered. Brexico's left behind. He can't join him. He's going to have to run if he wants it, but he might be in no man's land now as Chris and all the others have already headed way further south here, kind of to the north of Hacienda. ENCE on the eastern rotate, they're going to be quite quiet compared to that western side. Winstrike, DA, NIP, the Knights, all about to go past each other. This kind of, I guess, terrain allows for rotations, but there's going to be a lot of shots coming through.
Yeah, and rotations are coming in already. FaZe with the extreme long rotation. They're going to be coming in the north. It's going to be rough for them. VOD, though, he's going to find a beautiful death down here far away. I wonder if they're going to be pushing on to that, or if they're just going to be able to finish it off. Yeah, VOD is going to finish that off. We saw him yesterday with a beastly 1v4, and now he's going to finish off one of the digital. Oh, look at this.
The Knights are going. They're pushing this as well. They want this compound. This is very brave. Maybe seeing the knockers encourage this. If anything, Real's taking a longer route, getting very close by. Mert, Iro, either side of the road. Mert desperately trying to get over to his teammate. He can't stay there on his own. He knows that. But did Drayden see him? That's the big question. Mert does make it over, gets a bit of cover, but it's far from ideal. Uh-oh, Reals might have just gone a little bit too far, though. Goes for the pull-up, gets the tag towards him, but he stays alive.
Gaxi will find him. Meanwhile, Reals has gone down now, and this might end up costing Knights up down here. Drayden is on the other side of the road, so he's not going to be able to just smoke him up easily and just run to him. But Gaxi and NIP, they're already running towards him. Look at this on the northern side.
Oh, and there's the tag from Gaxi. This is warning signs coming out. NIP want this as well. Everyone's fighting towards this. They want the points in the bag. Wanted to peek in the angle from up top of that building just over the road. Mert on the run, but the Pan tries to save his life, but he can't. Oh, wait, that's CrowCrowd coming in. How many teams are looking at this compound? There are so many eyes on towards it. The hills are littered with them. Everyone is dying for these points. Mert just might be picked up by Kemba here if he does get a little bit of a spot on it. But it looks like NIP are looking at the teams or players that are alive rather than the points that are waiting on the ground.
Nice shots together here with Drayden. Taking some shots at NIP. Down the other compound. Drayden trying to get some shots towards him. Reals has been smoked up. Snark is there close to him, and now I think the communications are going to coming out. More smokes, more smokes. I need to get safe. Snark's just sitting in the corner waiting, trying to see if he's going to have an opportunity to get Reals off. He's going to run out and try to get it. Oh, he's going to get hit himself. Gaxi's going to go down.
What is that angle,
sorry,
Gaxi
Snark's going to go down to Gaxi. What an angle.
Either straight through the smoke or there was a gap in it maybe. That seemed very, very quick if it was just straight through. But Gaxi taking the time to heal up. FaZe and Razor Edge not too far from each other either. This is way further in the north. Reciprocity getting some shots down towards Razor Edge too. Those buildings look funny when you look at it like that.
Why? No, I'm not going to go down that way. FaZe Clan here in the northern side, they're actually really far away. This is zone 2. It's going to close. It's going to center again on the area we've seen so many times end here. TSM with a 2-2 split, and I'm curious because both these areas are known to have endings there. Both of these areas are good spots. I'm curious to see where they're going to decide to play it from. Are they still going to play a 2-2? Are they going to play yeah, it looks like they're both jumping in cars. Both Wookie and Gustav, they're going to go to the compound where Roy and Michael already is. Snark and Knights has gone down, and they're going to be losing 2 players to that. That's very, very unfortunate for Pittsburgh Knights.
It just feels like the death compound, doesn't it? Everyone wanted it. Everyone's eyes turned towards it. And we are seeing NIP pretty much holding the line as well. If Digital Athletics, if the Knights, if CrowCrowd want to kind of head through that way and not go for longer rotations around the side, they're all going to have to get past NIP, which is actually pretty tricky. Maybe Na'Vi can get some vision towards it, but will they commit towards it as Gemty is down very low here? Maybe getting away with his life simply because Mikas didn't have enough bullets to try and spray into that and pray for the best. But it's Jeems to not find it's Jeems to go down, not Gemty in the end. Big shot from Rustamar. We're finally maybe seeing ENCE getting a little bit of life in them. It feels like a while since we've seen it.
And it's outside the zone here, so this is going to be rough for Team Liquid. They're going to be having to find another way to rotate into the circle. G2 also has a strong hold on the edge as well, where on the eastern side where Liquid is currently, you can see here, ENCE also on a stronghold. More shots are coming in. Rotations are coming in from CrowCrowd as well into the compound that is currently not inside the zone, but just on the edge. So they're going to be pulling up. This is literally the compound of death.
Yeah, everyone's just going towards it. It's insane. Everyone keeps going over and over again, thinking they might go better for them. The Knights are still close by. Kemba's basically got their cross out. If he wants to play this late, I don't know if he does. There's already shots across. You've got Iro still there as well. So there's 3 teams in this tiny area, and that's without looking towards the hills, but NIP still hold the Overwatch. Wanted gets a couple of shots through. Senpai gets out. He's going to fight this. And Kemba's pushing up in the meantime. That's some hip fire coming through. Kemba wants on the action. He catches off Wanted, but Drayden still is alive here. Nade is there in Drayden's hands. He's not looking so likely for this. Actually, he's playing that corner quite well. NIP can't see him yet either, so maybe he has a chance, but he's the last man alive.
And meanwhile, we see Liquid here in the bottom right taking a mad dash for the compound. That's actually free. They might have scouted this and just taken that. That's really well played by them. They're going to be coming into the zone. G2 Kate is going to be knocking Gemty though, taking him down. Meanwhile, NIP is also throwing some nades there. Oh, nice nade onto the tap from CrowCrowd.
Yeah, Tap trying to hold that deeper off angle, but Kemba has caught off Drayden in the end. That'll be another team lost to that compound. So many players. Tab then gets traded on by MVS. This is not without response. The problem is that CrowCrowd, yes, they might have won that small battle, but the war still waits. Iroh still waits. He's been so patient, so calm and collected. I don't know if they even know he's here. Set seems kind of unaware at this point, and Iroh is dedicated to this angle. He does not want to leave this, as he knows there could be players down below. He's probably heard those steps. He's heard all the shots coming in. And I don't know if he's fully in the circle yet. Nope. He's not. So again, everyone still has to work forward.
Next circle pops and it's going to go straight on to TSM. Really well played by and decision-making from this. Taking this chance that is going to go towards the other side. Gex is going to find Kemp as well. Hello Senpai's outside the zone. Shots coming in. Miracle.
Miracle. Yeah. There it is. Did lose MVS in the process, but makes up for it. CrowCrowd done. It's NIP holding the line. And the revive should come in. I don't see anyone close enough to contest that.
All 4 guys alive. 6 kills from gatekeeping. There's still 49 players alive. Although they now have to move towards the zone. They have to kind of get into the zone, but this has paid off massively for NIP already.
And here's the southern side of things. M19 holding it down as ENCE try and swing through late in the day, and they've actually suffered 2 casualties already. D-Mash elite player Wanderer all looking to get in on this one. NIP in the run. Oh, Iroh! He's still waiting. He's punished Gaxi. Finally, NIP suffer on their own side of things. They got away with murder. I don't know if Iroh can make it much further than this. There is a car next to him. Maybe he can make a mad dash, try and make a quick play of it, do something with it. Because NIP have to look at the bigger picture here. Do they stick it out? Do they try and find Iroh, or do they just move in? Surely they need to get running themselves.
Trying to get some nades here. It's going to go close, going to take him down. Miracle with another kill. Fortunately losing 1 player here, but they still have some room to play with. They want to get a car, maybe try to move their way in here. Meanwhile, the fights on the south side, as you saw before, M19, Winstrike, they're fighting. The zone is moving in, and M19 is barely inside. Meanwhile, Winstrike will be pushing on this. Na'Vi on the northwestern side here, they're fighting with Reciprocity and Raise Your Edge. Fast with some shots towards Vesterlock. We'll see how this is going to go down. Both of these teams are inside the zone, so not as kind of pressing as they have to try to get them move their way in, but Chris is outside as the only player from Raise Your Edge.
Yeah, looking at this, so Na'Vi just pulled into this. They didn't have the easiest route either. They brought those vehicles in, and they're taking a lot of fire for this. They can't find safety from both sides. It's either Raise Your Edge or Reciprocity, and they lose out on 2. Aduzi and Pokemolodoy can't find the cover, simply put. They moved in, and all eyes turned towards them.
Now Senya's going to try to get Aduzi off. Unity was going to go out to NIP. They just pulled up on the western side. They survived this. They're going to be able to run onto the hill and survive that completely. Na'Vi is still maybe going to be managing to get Aduzi up and get 3 guys live again.
This is really hard, this run in the south. M19 hold the line for now. ENCE still have vision on it. You still have everyone trying to work their way forward. Tixu is the first to go down. Wanderer is holding close. Jorski trying to break into it, though. He's trying to get up on that little bit of a ridge side that rolls up towards the grid itself. But at the moment, I don't see him make much of a shot at this unless he gets a distraction. You can still see the shots. That's from ENCE. They can see this side of things. So Jorski, some fin-on-fin action. This is not looking good for him. Vesterlock did just get put to bed by Fast Rail. And Jorski did get caught off by Rustamar.
It's very unfortunate for Winstrike. They did not get into the zone fast enough. The zone did go away from them, but M19 with a strong hold here. Nuki still alive. Deme also still alive, but not inside the zone. They're just on the edge here, M19. They're going to be completely gatekeeping them out.
This could be some good points. D-Mash catching enough of a glimpse. Bit of a wild shot there, hoping for the best. And Temet in the background just losing out to the blue. I don't see him getting away from it. No, it'll be ENCE to find it of all teams as well. They're the ones kind of racking up all the bodies from this. But we see the teams in the north, NIP. They've swung further north this time. Teme is going to be dead to rights. He might be able to kind of squeak in maybe, and that's a big maybe at this point. It's very unlikely. NIP are right on the doorstep of Reciprocity. They move further north, and they look like they're up for a fight as well. They're going to be challenging out. They already found Shiv. Haxeti and Skoom are trying to position for this one. We should swing over to that and have a look as to what goes on over there. M19 are moving forward. This is the NIP push, but they kind of peeled away from it for now. Maybe feeling out that Reciprocity had a better angle on them. TSM adjusting in the meantime. They've sent it towards the compound that is slightly over towards the western side. As Temi did make it in, but for no means. Wanderer catches him in the end, finds him on that final stand as Skoom tries to recover Shiv, and that is not within the smoke. This is a risky play.
NIP managed to get in on the zone in 9 kills now. It looks like he's going to be getting some more. Wild spray again into the smoke. Obviously, Smoke has popped. Ship is gonna be rest here. The compound that TSM left before has now been taken again by the same guys. They were actually left it and nobody took it. So they saw that and managed to swoop in and take it from everybody else. Now they're in the center again. NIP with 9 kills.
Oh my god, look at this. FaZe are rushing towards G2. We've got Na'Vi, we've got Reciprocity, we've got NIP. Everyone is so close by here. Reciprocity in a sandwich. Pick your poison. You've got Na'Vi on one side. And it looks like they turned and took them down. Senya, a doozy, all get destroyed. But NIP get on the scene. They do get Raffi down. I think he was knocked earlier, so he's bled out fast. Shiv, Haxedi, I think you're only 2 alive here. I think Scoom's around that position, actually. Tell a lie. Team Liquid get called off by ENCE. This is not looking so hot here for some of these teams in the southern side. ENCE have very few options. They have to keep working forward. And whether it be Team Liquid or FaZe or G2, someone's going to find them. There is not much cover to play with. Gemty looks hungry for it as well as TSM. Rory just went walkabouts. He just got called off completely way out in the open, pushed up to the wall, forgetting maybe NIP could get vision on that, but they certainly could.
Yeah, the angle here overextending a little bit. ENCE is going to go out in 10th. The Team Liquid found both Rust and Mikas there, so not a good run for ENCE, but they managed to rack up a few kills here. M19 is going to be pushing onto NIP now. I'm not sure if NIP is going to be ready for this push and this sweep on the western side. And there might be caught between Reciprocity and M19 now.
Yeah, you got to look at Raise Your Edge as the final holders of that western side. They have the ridge to play from. I doubt FaZe can see them because the way the ridge runs through. So they can see everything if it comes their way. NIP now becomes sandwiched. They're in between Reciprocity and M19. Chris, though, finding NBS is pretty big. That's a nice shot across. That's a long old shot as well. This is him hitting some headshots. But look at Ibby. He's going to see all of this information. But FaZe Clan are here as well. There's a lot of teams.
M19 now going to ham onto NIP. They're down to 1 player. Vlad is going to be the last player. He's going to be found. That's very unfortunate for NIP. They made a really good run in this game, but the whole sweep and the whole push and the pinch between all these teams just didn't pay out in the end here. Haxed is going to be found as well by Konstantin.
Yeah, I'm not sure what FaZe can do in this one. They're kind of falling back off this. Maybe feeling this is the better position to try and work from. Chris is going off, though. Look at this from Chris. We've got Konstantin. We've got Wanderer. He is landing shot after shot here. What an absolute beast of a play. Ibby's being a nuisance. He's going to make it hard for G2 to pick their way out of this, whether it be FaZe or they try and hold on for as long as they can. They do have this kind of plateau, but again, FaZe are going to peek up and down and just keep being a pain here. But look at that open field. This is horrible for all those teams on the southeast.
Yeah, Vitality is still 4 guys alive. Not have been that active so far, but they managed to hold all 4 guys alive. We're into the top 8 now. Now you start to get placement points. This is the time for them to push in and make sure they get some of this area that they need so desperate to get into the zone. Kane is going to find Ibiza. He's the last player from Liquid.
This nade could do it. If that goes well enough, if it's cooked perfectly. Oh, it bounced as well, but then he went back into it. That's gutting. And Scoom trying to make a run for it. Reciprocity trying to find a way in more than anything, or what's remaining of Reciprocity. There's very few options. Raise Your Edge, really nice positioning. They've kind of gone deeper into the circle, kind of almost matching TSM's depth on this one. But M19 still have a lot of players alive here. So they could sweep past Scoom. Quite likely they're going to do that. Raise Your Edge need to be on alert because they could get attention from 2 sides. Uber and Mexi are about to kind of keep some pressure towards Fast Rail. If he's not careful, he could lose out here.
Yeah, and they're going to be getting a crate as well. Miracle there, some of the kills and some replays from some of these kills here. And while we look here, M19, they're going to be trying to get in. Scoom is aware. 2 knocks on M19 so far. They're desperate to try to get into this zone here. Konstantin is the only one making a mad dash. 1 more car has been found. G2 is the last. Kane from G2 is the last player now. FaZe is going to be making the way in, but Reciprocity is going to go out in 7th.
Reciprocity out in 7th. Sigsy doing it. It looks like Raise Your Edge are having a big game this time. We've got some individuals popping off. That's good for them. Good confidence building here. M19 still have players alive. Vitality trying to pull up. And under the guise, under the assumption that that compound that G2 could clearly see them from will be swept out soon enough, and that's going to be the case. Kane can't stay alive for long. FaZe will either find him or it's going to be the blue. One of the 2, and the nade trickles off the ridge. Shadow gets destroyed.
Yeah, Shadow is going to be taken down. They're not going to have much to play with here because everybody can kind of look towards them. But also, TSM do not want to peek out. They don't want to overextend here. They want to hold the western side now that the fight is going down. Chris is going to find Konstantin. Chris has been popping off so far. And only 1 kill, but the amount of knocks and impact he's doing with this is just insane.
You give him the bolt action, he will deliver those knocks for you. He is the player that you can bank on. He's got the 24. That's his gun. You know he loves to play with that. So once he gets that in his hands, I expect more knocks to come out from him. If they have to push towards TSM, they could probably do it. FaZe is going to leapfrog to the position Raise Your Edge were in before. TSM still around the compound as Vitality hold the low ground.
Some big teams we have alive here. We're only down to 4 teams, but 13 players alive.
All these nades. Martin, these nades are going to come running in.
it's
This
gonna
is
be
not
crucial.
nice. Jazza, 10 HP. And now here comes the rain of bullets to finish them off. Fast Rail's being engaged upon. This looks like the end of Vitality. Somehow Natus is still alive. It looks like that grenade could do it, though. He needs to run again. He knows it. He's in danger. And ENCE wants a bit of the action, too.
Natus, he has 8 nades on him. This is insane. If he starts just throwing this towards TSM, it could revolve the push and make sure he can survive this.
FaZe are pushing Raise Your Edge. They got the knock and it's go time. It's on to Sigsy. It's on to Chris to try and keep this safe, but obviously Chris has to get the revive on Fast Rail, which he's done. Sigsy getting tagged down to this is creating room for Uber to move up. This is scary times. FaZe are looking hungry. They've got that kind of bloodlust going on here. Sigsy not ready for it. Players now starting to crest around Uber. Overextending, that's sloppy, but Sigsy can't convert it. Mexi is there straight away. Chris gets deleted by FaZe, showing this absolute powerhouse of a team right now. FaZe Clan moving in on this one, but so is TSM. They're turning up, they've seen the kill feed, but ENCE's position is huge. This is information finding. He has seen the cross, he's called it, and FaZe now know what's up.
FaZe is really getting ready for this. They might be able to get Uber up here. 5 kills so far, Phosphor with 2, and we can hear them screaming right now. TSM, they need to get ready. This is phase 7, and the next zone will go to the middle. So now is the time to scout. Make sure you find the ground, where you want to play, and where you can get the best off angles in. Wookie here with the high ground. He's playing an off angle. He's nearly inside the zone. He might be able to have all of this locked down from the northern side, but Michael and Gustav, the call has been made. We want to get a new spot. We want to make sure that we can find out where we can play from in the next zone. It's closing in. We've got 50 seconds till it's closed. And this is where the strategy and the mind games, they really come in.
Big kills for both teams.
This could be the first win for TSM or the 5th win for FaZe Clan.
And FaZe have 4 alive. ENCE's position is beautiful. Yes, he can get isolated, but he holds information. Tag comes in. That's Mexi. But FaZe Clan are surrounding. You can see Mexi now spreading out, Uber spreading out. They're all kind of getting that line of a hold here. And again, TSM backs to the sort of blue. That's not ideal. They're going to try and run that low ground. It's not a bad idea. That's actually a pretty good one. You'll at least be able to kind of avert attention. They won't be able to see it, but ENCE will be the alarm system if they don't get a spot earlier on. They've got to understand, with no contact, it's probably going on this low ground. ENCE has to play this well. He has to allow maybe a trade, take one with him. He is expendable though. First bit of contact, information found. Where's the response from the rest of FaZe? There's the new circle. They're both pretty much in it here. ENCE going to put that smoke wall up and try and hold on to this.
This rock here that ENCE is on right now, that is the spot to win it from. They need to take this over early. They need to start throwing nades, but they use so many. Gustav goes down to Uber.
Yeah, a little bit lax there from Gustav to peek the ridge, but look at FaZe, instantly responsive, instantly looking for ways forward. The nade is very good. It might just go off to the side, though, in between the two. Wookie still alive, Michael still alive. Gustav will be back on his feet, but FaZe Clan, unrelenting aggression. Gustav trying to get that heal off. TSM need to pick up fast. Wookie needs to get something. Fuzzface going deep on this. That's really awful positioning. He will sacrifice himself for the greater good. Mexi, Fuzzface combining. It's just Gustav and he is not enough. FaZe Clan looking formidable at the end there.